Assalamu alaikum. Today is the first video in the series of Learn Islam, and in this video I'm going to talk about cleanliness. Anything in Islam starts from being clean. If you want to pray, offer prayers, if you want to read or recite Quran and do certain other things, then you need to be clean in terms of body clean. And for that, wuzoo is a way to do it. There are two levels of cleanliness body wise. One is what is called in Arabic ghusl, which is a full body wash, like taking a bath. In Islam, that has three compulsory tasks that you must do while bathing. In wuzoo, there are 4 compulsory tasks which you must do. So I know that children are also watching. When your parents, your mother, your father asks you, okay, make ablution and go and offer prayers, then how would you make ablution? How would you clean yourself? The first thing, and similarly, people who are coming, who are entering Islam or who are embracing Islam, who are new to Islam, they should also know that cleanliness is the first thing to do. So, when do you need to clean yourself? When you need to do wuzoo, you need to first clean yourself from below. For example, if you have been to the toilet, etc., then you use water and wash yourselves down, your genitals. When you're done with that, and you want to make wuzoo, ablution, then what you need to do is just follow four mandatory tasks, and those are, I will list them for you. They are listed in Quran, so they are the 4 mandatory things. Number 1, you wash your hands all the way up to your elbow, and then you wash your face in a way that you cover from forehead to the chin and from earlobes to earlobe and everything in between. And then you just make wet your hair. It's not necessary to wash them, just make them wet, and if as less as 1/4 is enough. And then you wash your feet all the way above ankles. So that is the way to make wuzoo. And the purpose of showing this to you is that how easy it is to make wuzoo. It's very, very easy. And you should also remember that what are the things which break wuzoo? When you make wuzoo, then what will break it? When would you need to redo wuzoo? So wuzoo will be broken when you after you're done wuzoo, when you go to the toilet and urinate or do the stool thing, in simple words called number 1 and number 2. When you do those things, then you make wuzoo, then you are in need of wuzoo again. And then there is something like passing the wind, which is also called fart in simple English. So if you fart, small, less or more, doesn't matter, then the wuzoo is broken, then you need to redo wuzoo. And if for some reason you are bleeding, maybe from nose, maybe you got a small cut somewhere and the blood starts to trickle, as soon as it moves even a little bit from anywhere, as soon as the drop moves, then you need to do wuzoo again. Okay? So these are the things which you must keep in mind, that when you have done wuzoo, then what are the things which you need to do to keep it protected. So I'm going to show you wuzoo, which is very, very easy. It will take very less time. It will we use very less water in doing that, and we try to waste very less water in doing that. And remember, this is what is the mandatory wudhu I'm showing you, right? The sunnah or mustahib wudhu has a lot of details to it, like doing everything 3 times, and then also doing things like this, and going on the back of your head, and doing in the fingers, and same goes for your feet. It's a lot of extra things, but those are all good things to do because Prophet Muhammad did them, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But they are better. They will increase the level of your wuzu, or how can I say? It's the more sugar you put in, the more sweeter it becomes. But what people normally do is they spend a lot of time doing wuzu, and when you are in a place when water itself is a scarce item, then you don't waste a lot of water. And of course Allah doesn't like people wasting water, and anything for that matter. So you need to be careful and do a necessary balance in what you do. And one more thing I want to highlight, that I forgot, completely forgot, and never mind, but I'll just demonstrate how it's done in a very simple way. It will get your wuzu done, and you will be able to offer prayers and read Quran and recite Quran. So to do that, I already unbuttoned my shirt, so you will need to take it up. And this method is valid for both men and women, boys and girls, right? So it's not different for men and women, it's the same, 100% same. So you take your sleeves up, and now the wuzu starts. I try to I try to use as less water as I can. So start with the hands, wash all the way above elbow, then the next arm or forearm, and then the face. If you think that the first time the face is not fully washed, then you do it another time. Those who are new, I'll tell afterwards. So now I'll just wet my hair. It's very easy to just do it like this. But if you just do it like this, this is also enough. And it doesn't matter if you have hair or not. For bald people, it's okay. Just touch your head. And now we'll wash our feet. So just until above the ankle. That's it. Wudhu is done. So now I'll do 2 things. First, I'll do the social service which I'm supposed to be doing. If you're at home or anywhere, when you splash a lot of water around, then it is your duty morally to make it dry again. The second thing is, when wuzu is done, you're supposed to dry it, because that is what Prophet Muhammad did. That after wuzu, he dried the water away. Many people mistakenly think that keeping the wuzu water dripping all over and it will give you more ajr or more blessings or more good deeds. That is bid'ah. That is not correct. So now I will wash this. I will dry this up. I'll use a towel. Very good. And I will just dry up my feet. Alright, so wuzu is done, but if you want to do extensive wuzu, a very normal thing to do even in a normal wuzu is to first make a little of rinse your mouth and clean your nose if you want to, and you can also force it like this, like so. These are something very normal to do. So you just clean your mouth, you clean your nose from a little bit from inside, and then you go ahead and do the rest of the wudoo which I showed you, like washing up to your elbows and everything. If you do everything 3 times, that is more blessings, but then you need to make sure and be careful at how much water are you using. And if you're a guest somewhere, then you know, what would they think? What are you doing inside the bathroom? Are you having a bath on the wash basin? So you need to be careful about that. Sometimes when you are at the office or when you're traveling, then you do wudoo, but you are allowed to, for example, you're wearing some thick socks. Then after you're done with your face and arms and head, what you do is you can, assuming you are wearing socks, you just wet your hand and then just do it like this on top of your sock. On top of your sock. That is called masah, which is what we did on the head as well. That is okay for a traveler or for people who are in certain conditions, certain environments. For example, I live in Norway, and for me it doesn't look nice for that I go in my office and take off all my socks and then I wash my feet where people are not used to wash feet. So this is an important concept. When you are at some place, even at someone's home, when they are not used to washing feet in the wash basin, then you don't do it for their respect. And then you just keep wearing your socks and just wet your on top of your foot with the sock on, and you should be good. You can offer your prayer. So when I'm at the office, I just do masah for my feet, and I'm done. And then I do a regular prayer. Very good. So that is what I wanted to tell you. So when you have done ablution, then you care that you don't pass wind or don't fart, and don't go to the toilet immediately. And if you have a need, you don't need to torture yourself. When you're done with it, then you do wuzoo again. It's the same. For prayers, it's mandatory that you have wuzoo. So that's something which I wanted to show you and highlight to you. I forgot 3 things which I wanted to tell you about wudoo, ablution and bath. And those 3 things are: number 1, things which will break your wudoo or ablution is if you are feeling sleepy and you go to sleep, then your wudoo will break. So if you did wudoo and you went to the sofa and lied down for a few minutes and went to sleep or took a nap, and you wake up and say, oh, my prayers, then you have to do wudoo or ablution again. Okay, so whenever you sleep, wudoo will break or ablution will break. Number 2, what will prevent you from a complete ablution or bath? So that is very important to know. If you have, normally girls and women have nail polish on their nails. If you have that on your nails, or if you have artificial nails sticking on your nails, then your wudoo, your ablution or your bath, Islamic bath, will be incomplete. And if these are incomplete, then technically from Islamic point of view, you're unclean and you're not allowed to do prayers and touch Quran or read Quran, recite Quran. So that is something important. So Muslims have to pray 5 times a day. So I don't think it's wise to put on nail polish 5 times a day and take it off for wuzoo and prayers and then put it on again. That's waste of money, and it's undesired. You can use to decorate your hands, or you can use henna, or in Urdu it's called mehndi, in English it's henna, in Arabic henna. That is what you can use. So the general principle is anything which you stick to your body and which you can take off at will. Nail polish you can take off by using a nail polish removing liquid. You can take off the nails at will. If those things are sticking to your body, like artificial eyebrows for example, they need to be taken off for the ablution or bath. Okay, yeah. So talking about henna, when you apply it, it goes skin deep, and then you cannot take it off at will. So henna is okay, but nail polish and artificial nails, artificial eyebrows, etc., anything which is artificial and sticking on your body, so your ablution and your bath both will be incomplete. Yes, and you will not be clean, and you are not allowed to do prayers or touch or recite Quran. The third thing is, which I wanted to tell you is, for example, excuse me, you get injured. Sometimes working in the kitchen, you get some cut somewhere, a small cut, and then you put on this plaster. If it's a small cut, and if you think that after a few minutes or an hour, let's say, if you take it off and the wound or the bruise is healed, then doing wuzoo, you should take it off and do wuzoo or ablution, and take bath also. You have to take it off. If it's a bigger injury, you have a bigger wound. For example, in Pakistan, it's quite common to get boiling water or boiling oil accidentally fall on your hand or your arm or your wrist. In that case, and then you have a big bandage, the big white bandage on your wrist or wherever. In that case, it's only necessary, it's not necessary to take it off, okay? It's actually disallowed, because medically, if you take it off, that burned skin will be damaged by the touch or contact of water. So you don't take off the bandage, you keep it on. And if you are doing wudhu, then you just wet your hand and just satisfy the condition of masah. So just do it once like so, and it's over, and you are obliged, your obligation is fulfilled. And let's say, for example, if your bandage is here and you do masah here, and you want to try to wash it from here and wash this part, it's not necessary, okay? You don't have to do that. You are given relaxation in Islam for that. So if you just do like this, that's okay. And even if touching the bandage with wet hand will cause the water to seep in the bandage, then you don't do that. Then you simply skip that. Or maybe you can have your shirt on it, then you can just do like this. It's okay. And even if you skip it completely, that is also okay, because God knows what's going on here. So you can skip it. These are the things which I wanted to mention. So boys and girls, brothers and sisters, this is how you do wuzoo. I hope it will help you. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.